Airlines around the world have taken a nosedive with the coronavirus pandemic, scrapping millions of travel plans. So what's the story of the airlines tweaking their passenger agreements, making it more difficult to get paid when you pay an airline $1,000 trying to get it back when they cancel your flight? Let's talk about this.
Yes. So basically, these are a number of airlines that have added these additional clauses even before COVID hit, where they, you have to sign these carriage of or contracts of carriage when you buy a ticket. It's a standard industry document. If you want a ticket, before you can even swipe your credit card to buy that plane ticket, you basically have to agree to this. And there are clauses in there that say, if you've got a problem with this airline, we're going to have to go to arbitration, or you can file an individual lawsuit, but no class actions. And so essentially, it's one of those, what did you call it, contract of adhesion?
Adhesion, yeah. It's
so there's no choice.
Yeah, so here's how it works. Airline owes you $800 because you paid them and they canceled, not even under COVID, they just canceled the flight. So you call them and you say, I want my $800 back. They say, well, no, you're going to have to go to arbitration to get it back.
Or get a voucher.
Or get a voucher. And what ends up happening is if you're owed $800 by the airline, right, you can't sue them because the cost to sue them is so much. But the way you could go after them is in a class action where you had thousands of people that were treated the same way, and it's one lawsuit, and they say under the one lawsuit, this conduct by American Airlines was wrong. It was a contract of adhesion that you made these people sign. They had to sign in order to travel. It's a due process argument. It's an equal protection argument. And frankly, the only way that anybody's going to get their money back is through class action.
Well, it's interesting because they talked about that class actions are actually one of the few avenues that an individual has in order to pursue the litigation for exactly what you're talking about. And when you say something like that, I'm like, well, gosh, couldn't you go to a small claims court in a county or state? But that's what they said. Most airlines aren't subject to state or individual state laws or consumer laws that would be in place to naturally protect the consumer.
You have to sue in federal court. The chance. Look, here's the only good news. There is a spectacular class action law firm handling a case on this. It's called Berger Monte. We work with them all the time. They're our pals. We do business with them. We're partners in some lawsuits. They are the best class action law firm in America. They're going after American Airlines. They're going after some of these other folks. That's the only possibility of changing all this, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So you have American Airlines, British Airways, Frontier Airlines, Spirit Airlines also have the no class action clause. And you have American Airlines is one of the few that's responded and said, oh, no, we give people arbitration as an option in order to resolve complaints. And they can still bring an individual lawsuit, which if you don't realize what that means, like you talked about, the individual lawsuit is practically a non-option.
They owe you $700. It costs $5,000 just to initiate the lawsuit. They know this. Once they get the person that's owed money in arbitration, the arbitrators are typically controlled by the corporation.
Right. Exactly. So just like Amazon has been under fire for.
Exactly. There's no arbitrator there that's out looking for the consumer. The arbitrator gets their job because of their contacts with these various corporations. So this whole process of what American Airlines is doing, what incensed me about some of the articles that were written is they actually, with a straight face, American Airlines with a straight face says, we're trying to help That's what they say. That's what we're trying to help our passengers. Isn't that what you ran?
That's exactly right, though. Again, even with the spin, you can still bring an individual lawsuit with a straight face, knowing that that's going to get them nowhere. But do you feel like the whole industry is going to change? Because part of this, you've got so many cancellations of flights. They owe people billions of dollars. Some of these class actions they're facing. So it seems like this is almost a Hail Mary on the part of the airline industry.
Contracts of adhesion are not favored by the court.
So it's not going to work out. We'll follow up.
We'll see. We'll see. Depends on what judge it appears in front of.